welcome to the program. And I know this is your district, the one you represent in Congress. Tell me what the mood is 24 hours later.
Let me just say one thing. I've represented this area for over 24 years. Orlando is a metropolitan, diverse community, but this is a very sad state of affairs for the community. I went to a prayer vigil last night. You know, but Orlando is a family-oriented community, and the community is coming together. This is a tragic. I am leaving this afternoon, going to Washington, where we're going to have a 1-minute prayer, silent prayer. But what else are we going to do? There is no other country in the world that have 50 people slaughtered by one person. We have to do more than have a moment of silent prayer in the United States Congress.
Congresswoman, you express an anger and a frustration that is definitely matched overseas. People just cannot believe that they are watching this again, and this, of course, the worst one in American history. Do you actually believe that anything will change this time?
Listen, what happens when failure is not an option? We must change this. This sends such a horrible message, not just in this community, in this country, but around the world. I mean, it is clearly, we've got to change it. What happens when failure is not an option? You get it done. And we in Congress must get it done.
I would like to play you something the president said just a few moments ago regarding the debate as to whether this was an act of terrorism or is it a gun crime or a hate crime. Just listen to what he said and then we'll talk about it.
The suggestion is either we think about something as terrorism and we ignore the problems with easy access to firearms, or it's all about firearms and we ignore the very real role that organizations like ISIL have in generating extremist views inside this country. And it's not an either or, it's a both and.
So the president has seen now 15 of these tragedies on his watch. Do you believe, as he seems to be saying, that guns and a lack of gun control is terrorism?
Absolutely, and I would say all of the above. And also the rhetoric that comes from the leadership clearly is all of the things that the president mentioned and some other things in addition. But the main thing is, how can one person fire off that many rounds? It is unacceptable. Law enforcement doesn't think they should be able to do it. And certainly we got to get the will to change the drumbeat in this country. This has nothing to do with you have a right to protect your family or have a gun. This is ludicrous, and it just cannot go on.
You said that you have to turn grief into action. You are visibly angry and presumably grief-stricken as well. Really, what can be done? Obviously, there are many things that can be done, and the majority of the American people believe in sensible gun control. But the leadership in Congress doesn't, and the NRA has a death grip on them. How can you prize that apart?
Well, you know, it's step by step. One of my colleagues sent me an email saying, this is another example of us not doing anything about mental health. Clearly, we need to fund mental health programs because the person had to be sick to do this.
Well, there's mental health and then there's gun control, right? Or where are you focusing?
I'm going to focus on all of the above. Mental health, gun control, the agencies working together, because this person clearly have come before the FBI, have been interviewed twice. Why was he able to get a gun in 12 days? I mean, it's just, we've got to tighten up the loopholes. Mm-hmm. Clearly, if you're on the watch list, why are you able to get a gun? It is just unacceptable. The guns, it's partly the guns, it's partly mental health, it's a multiplicity of things. But we've got to just not just do a moment of silent prayer and that's it. That is just not acceptable. We've got to do more.
I guess the only other thing to keep asking is, how do you realistically expect to name and shame, if you like? Because we had similar outrage and true heartbreak when it was 20 children and teachers at Sandy Hook School. And now you have 50 members of the gay community in your own district. What more does it take? How many more hundreds of bodies and thousands of bodies have to pile up in the United States?
Well, let me just tell you, it takes 218 in the House. And the people need to be clear when they are sending representatives to the United States Congress. They need to ask them the question: where do you stand on these issues? It's not whether or not you're going to buy a ticket to my barbecue. How do you stand on this issue? We've got to make it a campaign issue. We have elections coming up. People got to get involved.
Well, Representative Corrine Brown, I wish you good luck as you take that message to Congress this afternoon.
Thank you so very much.